Hey, so today we're going to be making a Filipino skinless longanisa recipe. And there's a ton of variants of longanisa across the Philippines in different regions. But today I just want to show you how to make a simple, sweet and garlicky longanisa variant that you can whip up very quickly. I'm committed to bringing you guys Filipino food and culture through this channel every single week. And there are current events in the world that are happening right now that simply just can't be ignored, so I do have to speak about it a little bit. In the past week, I've learned and reflected a lot about my own racist biases and my privilege as a Filipina. And I realize that I've got a lot of internal and external work to do. For me, what I believe in is that humans should be treated like how humans need to be treated. And that's what I believe in, and I know I am oversimplifying it and that there are so many more layers to this. And I understand that we don't all have to agree with each other, nor do I feel like I need to constantly be right. So thank you guys for listening, and with that, let's go ahead and make this simple and quick longanisa recipe. Grab a large bowl and put in 1 1/3 pounds of ground beef, pork, or ground chicken. Longanisa is usually supposed to be pork-based, but use what you've got at home. Add 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Yes, it's a lot of sugar because I like sweet longanisa, so if you want it less sweet, adjust to your preference. Throw in 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon freshly ground black pepper, 8 cloves of finely minced garlic, and really do your best to mince the garlic or use a garlic crusher because this will go straight into the meat. Then add 1 tablespoon of vinegar. I'm using apple cider vinegar, and 2 teaspoons of soy sauce. And that's it! Just mix all of these together very well until everything is well integrated into the meat. The Filipino longanisa that I'm used to seeing has a slightly pink or reddish color because of annatto powder. But if you don't have annatto powder, it's not mandatory to have. Some recipes also use paprika. If you have it, go ahead. Otherwise, this will taste just as good. I wanted to make this recipe less liquidy so that you can start rolling it up and then cooking it right away without having to stick it in the fridge to chill. Go ahead and do your best to roll it into a sausage shape. Or you can form it into patties to make it easier, like my friend Jen from Flip Family does. So you can have quick longanisa patties. It's your longanisa, so shape it any way you want. However, I didn't make mine too thick so that I can cook it a lot faster. So I made about 16 longanisas with just a tiny bit of meat left over. We'll make a baby longanisa. Once all your meat has been shaped, heat up a pan over medium heat. I'm adding 1 tablespoon of oil to fry these up because the meat I'm using doesn't have too much fat in it. However, when we buy the fat pork longanisas, my parents usually cook it with a bit of water on the pan and then they cover the pan with a lid to steam it. Once the oil is hot, place the longanisas in the pan. Cook your longanisa and try to caramelize all the sides. The sugar in the longanisa will naturally brown in the heat. The length of time to cook depends on the thickness that you shaped your longanisa in. So if it's a bit thicker, start with a lower flame to make sure that your longanisa cooks through all the way. And that's it! Wasn't that super easy? You can easily curb your longanisa cravings with a few ingredients and you can have it within an hour. If I had garlic fried rice and an egg, we would have longsilog, which is a Filipino breakfast platter that consists of longanisa, so that's the long, sinangag, which is garlic fried rice, so that's the C, and then itlog, which is a fried egg, so longsilog. I love sweet longanisa and just sweet meats for breakfast, but not all longanisa are primarily sweet. And so maybe that's something that we can cover in another video. But until then, thank you guys so much, really, for supporting this channel and for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and go ahead and let me know in the comments if there's other recipes or types of content that you want to see. I'll see you guys next week. Bye!